Let's talk about that. So you were involved in a first, I guess your first few projects were in a particular area of the country. The first time, I guess, Dominium was in this area of the country. Talk us through, what that was like as you were sort of finding your feet with Dominium.
Yeah, I was lucky enough kind of at the end of my internship that I was working on a couple projects in the Nashville metro that they hit. And basically, we were putting them under contract about 2 weeks before I started full time. So luckily, walked in the door day one and was able to go off running on two new projects in that area with the same seller, which was helpful. So Nashville was a new market for Dominium, and I think at the time when I first started, we were in about 18 states, and at one point, they were up to 30 states. And I think they're maybe back down to 24 with buying and selling and different things like that. But really active across the country, mostly except for kind of maybe the Northeast and California and Washington, all those kind of upper Northwest states.
Mm.
Um, but had the chance to do that and start a new market, which was interesting. But to Dominium, it was not too much of a shocker because they had grown so heavily over the years. But after having those first two, we were able to add on a couple more. And then the new construction platform at Dominium was taking off probably a year or two before I started. And we had a couple of new construction projects, but then we really put a focus onto it in 15, 16 because of, where interest rates were and the availability in the market and just looking to expand while times are good. So
Mm.
we really started looking into Nashville to build a new construction area. And so I helped kind of put that together with really my mentor and boss at the time, Russ Condis and Ryan Lunderby over at Dominium.
And if my notes serve me correctly, those are 160 and 184 unit deals just outside of Nashville. Was that at the time that you had already become a development associate, or is this does that predate that time where you transition into the associate level?
Yeah, so those we put them under those are the two projects we put under contract as the end of my internship. And then I became a staff associate, which was just a lower level development associate, kind of similar to an analyst in a lot of other companies. Um, and worked underneath a senior development associate who was Russ Condis at the time, and great mentor to me, and really took the reins and helped really teach me the right way to do things. So very appreciative to him. But yeah, so the first two were the 160 and 184 units. We acquired them; they're about 20 years old, and then we resyndicated them and put new tax credits on and did $5 million esque renovations, new clubhouse additions, etc.